If you've clicked on this video, chances are you're dreaming of building a mobile app that prints money every single month. Something that earns while you sleep, and something that will create real enterprise value that you can sell one day. Maybe you've got a rough app idea in your notes, or maybe your app is already live and you're stuck. No users, no revenue, no momentum. Either way, you're about to get a serious playbook. Today, we are deep diving into one of the smartest AI apps that I've ever come across. It's an AI-powered language learning app that is currently doing over $900,000 monthly recurring revenue. Yes, almost $1 million every single month, teaching people new languages, mainly English, using artificial intelligence. And the craziest part is, it's not that complex. Just one brilliant idea, an irresistible user onboarding, and marketing that hooks like crack. And I have reverse engineered everything. The onboarding flow, the paywall, their ad strategy, even how they're positioning AI to feel 10 times more powerful than their biggest competitor, Duolingo. And this is the exact process I use to build and scale my own mobile apps. I find apps that are already crushing it, I study them relentlessly, and then I take those learnings and implement them into my own products. So even if you don't want to build an AI language learning powered app, that's okay. These strategies can be implemented across niches, across different apps. And that is exactly how I took my last app, PuffCount, to over $44,000 in monthly recurring revenue before selling the business to a larger app studio. This video is not just theory. This is the actual blueprint the biggest apps in the space are using to print money every single month. If you watch this video through to the end, I guarantee that you'll walk away with specific and actionable knowledge that you can use to scale your own apps. And as always, to prove that I know what I'm talking about, here are the sales from my previous mobile app that I sold, PuffCount. It was up to $44,000 per month in monthly recurring revenue before I sold the business to a larger mobile app studio. What I'm about to show you in this video works, and I can say that because I've done it myself. All right, enough talking, let's get into it. Drum roll, please. The app we are going to cover in today's video is the Speak and Learn English app, completely powered by AI. This app is incredible. And as you can see here, they are doing $900,000 every single month in recurring revenue. But that's not even the craziest part. Look at their app studio numbers. They are doing $12 million per month monthly recurring revenue across the studio. I'm going to drop videos on every single one of their apps and break down why each one is crushing it. So stay tuned for those. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to see the next ones. But let's dive into Learna AI now. We are going to be covering absolutely everything about this app, from why the idea works, to the marketing, to the onboarding flow, to the paywall, to the functionality that keeps the users hooked for months and years on end, which is why this app is printing so much. As always, links to everything, links to this document will be in the description. I will send it over to you absolutely for free. Links to the Sensor Tower showing their revenue, where you can check out other apps as well, all going to be in the document. But let's jump into it. Why does this app crush so hard? Number one, as always, this app is solving a very painful problem for a large number of people: learning English. A majority of the planet doesn't speak English. They have a large total addressable market. So they're solving a painful problem for people, and they can market outside of the US, which is going to be important later in the video because marketing outside of the United States is extremely cheap. If you've run any paid marketing campaigns, paid user acquisition, you know how expensive it is to deliver ads to people in the United States or Canada or any of the top tier countries. This app has the ability and is really meant for people outside of the United States, which means their advertising costs are going to be super, super low. This makes the marketing so much easier because they can market to the entire world, the entire planet, right? There's also clear value in this app. You need the app to learn English, so you're going to stick with it. There is a clear value proposition for this app. People are desperate to learn English, and this app helps you do. So let's get into it. First, we're going to cover the onboarding flow. And as always, I have links to everything here. Here is their onboarding flow, and you can see it is extremely extensive. So let's dive into it and watch their onboarding. All right, so standard opens up, says, "Welcome to Learna," reaffirming the decision to download. We continue, and we're shown all the features of the app here. And then boom, right off the rip, they show you the paywall. But you'll notice this isn't a hard paywall. There's an X in the top left of the screen, so you can skip this paywall. Boom, we've opted in, and they have a 3-day free trial. And that paywall is very important. Here is what their paywall looks like, right? Pretty simple. Showing the benefits, get unlimited access, 3 days free trial. They make it very clear that there is no payment due now, and it's easy to cancel, right? Again, reaffirming the decision, making the user feel safe to opt into this free trial. And you'll notice that they're charging $7.99 per week, or they have an option of $49.99 per year, but the free trial is only enabled with the $7.99 per week. For the annual renewal, the yearly plan, there's no free trial. Interesting strategy from Lerna, because typically apps will offer the free trial on the yearly plan because they want more of that cash up front. But this tells us one very valuable piece of data, which is that the $7.99 per week is probably earning them more money than the $50 yearly, because they're not going to put the free trial on the one that drives lower LTV. So right after the paywall, you can skip it or you can opt in. But right after that, you're thrown into this AI conversation of sorts, right? And this is where the AI is learning a little bit about you, a little bit about your skill level, what languages you want to learn. So right off the rip, you are experiencing value in the app and you're experiencing the core functionality of this, right? Boom, allow notifications. Now it's personalizing your plan based on what it knows about you thus far. Get me my plan. So this is super interesting, right? They're pushing this sign up screen and creating your account screen till after you experience value with the app and you experience talking to the AI. So in this demo, they've already opted into the free trial, but I've already downloaded this app on my phone personally. And I can tell you that if you skip the paywall, if you skip the hard paywall and you don't pay or you don't opt into the free trial, after they give you this little course thing and they develop your plan, right? After you click get my plan, they redirect you to the paywall again. Right? So they're trying to get you to pay at different points throughout the app. If you don't want to pay right off the rip, they let you experience a little bit of value and then they paywall you again. So if you want to check out the entire onboarding and the functionality of this app, I have the link to it in this document. I highly encourage you to give it a look. Let's break down exactly why this onboarding flow works, right? The onboarding flow is extensive and you are experiencing the core functionality of the app almost within the onboarding flow, right? You're talking back and forth with the AI. It gives you a feel of what the app is going to be like, so that you know what to expect after they hit you with that second paywall attempt. And what they're also doing is asking these key questions like, what is your native language? What language do you want to learn? What is your level? Which areas would you like to improve? What's your daily practice goal? This is very important for the push notifications that they're going to send you later. Pick a time of day that you want to start practicing so they know when to send you the push notifications. Boom, there it is. And then throwing you right into a lesson. This is an onboarding masterclass from Lerna. This next section we're going to cover about Lerna AI is undoubtedly the most important part of the app. It is the marketing playbook that they're using. You can have the best app in the world, but if no one knows about it, you're never going to succeed. And this is where Lerna really excels. So let's jump into their marketing playbook. We are going to take a deep dive into Lerna's Facebook ads and TikTok ads strategy. I have links to each one of their libraries here on Facebook ads and TikTok ads. So let's go through these. And as you can see, right off the rip, ads in Spanish, ads in, I don't know what language that is, Chinese, German, maybe there's some French here. I don't know, maybe I need to download Lerna and learn some more languages. As you can see, none of these ads are actually in English. And look how many ads they are running. This is absolutely absurd. Lerna AI currently has 800 ads live. We need to double tap on that. Right now, today, they are running 800 different ads. That is insane. And that tells you the scale at which they are spending and how profitable this app really is right now. So let's dive into a few of these. I've been seeing this
Aprende inglés ahora con esto. En 4 semanas, la gente
straight up AI in the Ferrari. And this is probably the app. Yeah. The AI is trying to teach this guy how to speak English.
Solía decir, I'm fine, thank you, pero era demasiado básico. Luego aprendí inglés rápido en solo un mes con esta app. You can do it too.
En vez de decir I'm fine, di all good.
How you would be interacting with the AI on
Sigamos
the app.
adelante.
It looks like this car ad is crushing for them. A lot of side by sides.
J'ai appris l'anglais en un seul mois. You can do it.
Vouliez-
Yes, my English is not good.
So the side by side format is doing very well for them. Whoa, this one looks crazy.
Vamos começar a praticar inglês.
Me know English on his back. A lot of AI generated videos here. This is this ad is going to grab your attention every single time. The guy's in the middle of a desert. There's a pyramid behind him and a massive iPhone with an AI robot on it. There's so much going on here from visually, audibly, Like, your brain just can't comprehend this, right? I want to watch this whole video right now. Look at the scroll stopper on this one, throwing something at his head, and then boom, again, the big phone right behind him with the massive robot speaking to him. The guy's messing up in English, right? Now the AI is teaching him. And I want you to notice something too, right? Like, the AI that they're showing in these videos is not the same AI that you're talking to on the app. They've probably A/B tested a million different robot faces, and this titanium white robot that they have in all these ads is clearly the best performer. I guarantee that with all this ad spend and 800 active ads, they've A/B tested absolutely everything, and this is the robot that's crushing for them. So a lot of side-by-side videos. Got a video, videos in cars. Wow. There's so much going on in this video. It looks like this guy is driving. Like, this is a small detail that like not a lot of people will notice when looking at these ads, right? You won't even notice this as a viewer of this ad, but I mean, you will, but you won't notice like how it's hooking you into the video, right? This guy looks like he's driving at 200 miles an hour while learning English from an AI robot. There's too many things going on for your brain to comprehend, so you almost have to stop and watch this ad. And then boom, call to action at the end. So after watching all those, it's very clear why Lerna AI is crushing on paid ads, right? They're A/B testing a ton. They have 800 active ads just on Facebook. We haven't even looked at the TikTok yet, right? There are strong visual and audio hooks. There's so much going on. The videos are loud. The guy's driving at 800 miles an hour while learning AI from a robot. There's big phones. There's pyramids in the middle of the desert. Like, these ads are crazy, but they're hooking in all of these viewers, right? There's a lot going on in the videos, a lot of AI generated content. And again, they are able to market worldwide where it's very cheap as compared to the US. So unfortunately, all of the Lerna ads are not publicly available on the TikTok library. TikTok gives you the option to show or hide these ads, right? So Facebook does not give you that option. And if you're marketing anywhere, they'll show your ads, but they don't have them on TikTok. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to look at their TikTok ads library, but we can assume that the videos that they're running on Facebook are also working on TikTok. So for their creator marketing and working with creators or organic marketing in general, it doesn't look like they have too much on TikTok, but on Instagram, they're absolutely crushing it with 272,000 followers. Their reels are doing very well. Again, working with creators and showcasing the same AI robot that we saw in the paid ads. But what's interesting is you'll see real people in the organic content. And then on the paid ads, it's mostly AI content. Again, we have these side-by-sides that are clearly crushing for them. These are vertical side-by-sides. So I think it's safe to assume that not only are they posting organically on their own Instagram profile, but they're working with creators as well. And for sure, they're paying influencers to make content like this. So they probably have a pretty solid organic and paid strategy locked down. Okay, and finally, let's cover the functionality of the app. So there are 4 core main features that retain users within the app. One of them being streaks. They're always encouraging you to come back to the app and keep that streak alive. This is the Duolingo strategy that Duolingo is famous for. So every language learning app is doing this. And then we have setting goals and reminders via push notifications, right? They're always encouraging you to set a goal, whether it just be 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, right? And setting reminders, push notifications that will remind you to open the app. And then finally, the core functionality of the app is the FaceTiming with the AI robot. This is the most unique feature about this app. And you can see that is one of the most powerful features because it's in all of their ads, right? They're emphasizing that you are going to talk with a robot and learn English. That is their attention grabber. That is why people are downloading the app and sticking around. Thanks so much for watching this breakdown. Hopefully you learned something. If you want to see more of these, I'm going to be dropping a lot more of these style of videos where I'm breaking down the highest earning apps on the App Store. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.